The Big Show with Night and Day. Anytime is a good time for a thick shake from Night and Day.
Welcome.
This is big.
To the Hauraki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyte, Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company this Wednesday afternoon, the 12th of February 2025. And you, my friends, as always, are listening to The Big Show. Brought to you by Night and Day. Get out, Pugs. G'day, Mogey, Stallion. How's life?
Going pretty grouse, you mad dog, you sick son of a bee. Yeah, it's good to be alive, isn't it? Another hot day up in this city of sales here. I tell you what, we've had a hell of a summer. I know the rest of the country is struggling. Garbage down on the South Island, garbage down in Wellington, my former hometown, and I can't say I'm unhappy about it.
Sure.
You know, it's one thing to have nice weather where you are, but it gets even better when you know everyone else is sitting through a shitter of a summer.
Yeah,
you know, it makes you feel really powerful, doesn't it, Keyzie?
It sucks, doesn't it? Yeah, she's definitely been steamy today. In actual fact, speaking of hot and steamy, I think it's had a bit of an effect on your little do there, Keyzie. It's what's going on there? It's looking good, man.
What do you mean, what's going on there? That's not something you say if someone's haircut's looking good.
Oh, well, I mean, it's not looking good.
If
I just can't make head nor toe of it at this point.
Jase, if your wife walked in with a new haircut and you said, oh, what's going on there?
Yes.
She'd go, well, I'm glad you noticed, darling.
Yeah, right, okay. What's going on
here? Want
here?
to go to the boudoir and make out, probably?
Yeah.
That's what she'd say.
Making out in the boudoir. What's going on here is a pretty generic haircut for a bloke in his mid-30s.
Outstanding.
Nothing to write home about.
I'm getting my haircut tomorrow, Keyzie.
Really?
Let's see if you notice.
Is that breaking news?
Breaking news.
This is breaking news.
I'm getting a haircut tomorrow, Keyzie.
That's great.
See if you notice.
That's great.
That's really exciting stuff, fellas.
Yeah.
No, but it's looking good, Keyzie. You're
Thanks,
looking good
Jase.
too, man.
You look great too, man. You look really
thanks,
good.
buddy. I
You've been working
appreciate
out.
it. Yeah, I have been working out a little bit, actually.
Oh, this is
A little bit. About right.
Well, you know what I mean? You
is a
guys
real
can,
tune.
I mean, you can obviously tell.
Mike, have you heard this tune, man? Blind Melon.
Blind melon.
Such a good tune.
But, you know, not getting carried
No
away
rain.
with it in terms of that.
You're on
sort of thing.
Hauraki.
I mean,
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
eyes to the front, Mogey.
Righto.
God, terrible. Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope your Wednesday's going along very nicely. It's 11 minutes past 4 o'clock. We've got Pugs in the studio with us. Why is that, Pugs?
G'day, fellas.
G'day, man. How
Thanks
are
for
you?
having me in. Really appreciate it. I just wanted to get your guys' thoughts on tooting etiquette on the roads of our great nation.
Sure.
Do you mean ripping ass?
Yeah. Tooting. Yeah.
What no, carry on.
No, your car horn.
Oh,
Yeah.
like tooting in the
Yeah,
car.
yeah,
Yeah,
Not ripping ass in
Like-
the car, but you
No, like tooting in
horn
the
of your
car. Like
Yeah.
tooting in the
That's coking. That's coking in the car.
Oh, well, some people call it tooting.
Do they?
Yeah.
You want to toot?
Yeah.
You want to toot on the pug flute?
Ah.
Yeah.
I was at the lights the other day. Just it was a very small thing, but the light turned green, and I'm looking at the light as it goes green, and 1 second passed before I moved my foot from the brake to the accelerator,
Yeah.
and I got a toot from the car behind me.
What did the toot sound like? Do it for us.
It was long. It was longer than a tap.
No, you got to do it. Like pretend you're a horn.
Okay, so a courtesy toot to me would be a doop, like that. Beep. Like a doop. This was like a doop. And I was like,
Sorry, it was like a what?
Honk.
I think you got it the first time.
No. Do it again because it was just people were chatting.
Doot.
Doot. So that's what they did.
That's what they did.
And what you wanted was a doot.
That's right.
And so you got
You've nailed
offended
it.
by the doot.
No, I wasn't offended. I just wanted to know what the appropriate amount of time is to be
Well, you
waiting
fired
behind
up in the
somebody.
chat, Pugs.
Yeah,
You fired up, man.
You totally did. Look,
Not the words that I would use.
I would be. This is my particular approach in that situation. If I was behind you,
Yes.
and believe me, there's times I wish that were the case.
In traffic, you mean?
If I was behind you in traffic,
Yeah.
and the light turned green,
Did you just call me Keyzie?
He pulled out. He pulled out
if you-
halfway through.
Behind me.
the light turns green, I've got a 3-second rule. If you haven't moved after 3 seconds, it's full horn with me effing and jeffing.
So,
yeah, full
like that.
horn. Just hammer on the horn.
The full Hoodie J horn.
Full Hoodie J horn if
Hoodie.
you haven't done anything in 3 seconds.
See, I reckon 3 seconds is a good amount of time.
I think
Yes.
that's valid.
And I don't do like a beep. I always try and give a second toot just to let them know that it's like it's all good. So,
So
it's
how
like
does it go?
Yeah, beep beep.
Oh, yeah.
Beep, beep. But sometimes it's like when you're trying to text something sarcastic and it doesn't translate.
Yeah.
When you're in the car in front and someone does beep beep to them, they're getting a beep beep. You know? Mogey?
Depends on the tone of your horn.
Yeah,
Which you have it installed in your car. You've got you got sort of got no risk. And oftentimes, if you're in a rental car or a new car, it's more sensitive. You can really say something you don't mean. But if you take longer than a second, I'm out with a tyre on.
Yeah, fair
and
enough.
I'm knocking on old Pugs' door.
Yeah.
All right.
Have any of you guys ever hopped outside the car in a road rage incident?
Yeah, man.
Really?
Yep, absolutely.
I'm trying
out
to
of
think
the
of when
car
I
more than
haven't
I'm
done
in
that.
Right. So you actually both hopped out of the car in a road rage incident?
I honestly, man, I've got. I ended up getting a car that had no doors on it, just to speed the process up.
Yeah.
Or like a Fred Flintstone car?
Yeah, like a classic sort of a dune buggy, I'd call it.
Oh, yeah, you just climb out
So
of it.
just get straight out.
Yeah, right.
To douche.
And then
Back in.
get a hiding, hop back in.
What do you think, New Zealand, on 3483? What is the tooting etiquette? I mean, how long is too long?
With
or
tooting.
How short is too short? Let us know on 3483. Remember,
Road rage, cool or not?
everyone out that texts through on 3483 goes in the draw for a $50 night day voucher.
Also, 0800 Hauraki. And if you've had a road rage incident, have you ever hopped outside the car and actually had a go at someone? I'd like to know about that. I've never even come close.
Yeah, well, you'd be dealt to within about 10 seconds, Keyzie. Here's a raconteurs.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
David Bowie there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 21 minutes past 4 o'clock. We're talking sort of tooting etiquette at the traffic lights. How long do you wait for someone at the lights before you toot your horn so that they move their ass? And in general, kind of road rage in general, fellas.
Yeah.
Someone's saying here on 3483, 3 seconds in and Jace's veins will be on his forehead bursting.
Totally, man.
Knuckles tight on the steering wheel.
Yeah.
100%. I'd blast the horn as much as I'd blast Keizie's patties. This is a good one. Cars should have 2 horns, one nice one and one piss off one.
That is a good idea.
It is good. And I know that my wife gets very sensitive to that, and she doesn't want to offend anyone.
Oh.
You know, so she'll wait forever. And I'm effing and jeffing beside her going, toot the f-, and she'll just go, oh,
Yeah.
no, they'll move. They'll realise.
That's right. And I find Auckland drivers to be extremely patient compared to other parts of the country.
Yeah,
it's quite different. Up here, people will sit there at the lights will turn green, and people just won't beep the horn at all, and then it'll go orange and then red, and then that'll be it.
Yes.
Or the car will realise, and then that will be the only car to get through the lights, and nobody will be upset about it. And I'm fuming about stuff like that.
I used to be a wee bit like that. I used to be quite an aggressive driver. I used to get wound up, and now I'm just so it's not worth being angry while driving. You do it so often. If you're going to be angry regularly, you know, it can make you an angry person, which I don't want to do. So my thing now is if someone toots at me or gives me or is a dick, you know, whatever, I just give them the old thumbs up and a big smile,
Oh, yeah.
and that really winds them up.
it does wind them up.
I used to give a signal to, when people would blow up at me, I'd give them a signal as well, but it wasn't a thumbs up. Keyzie,
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, interestingly,
mind that.
I've never, believe it or not, fellas, and I know you'll probably find this very hard to believe, I'm not a road ragey kind of guy.
Sure.
Bullshit.
But I've certainly been in a situation where I've caused a road rage in other people. You know what I say?
Yeah.
I 100% believe you.
I've
yeah.
seen you drive, yeah.
And on this particular incident, it was actually quite intimidating and full on.
Yeah.
I didn't even know what I'd done to cause the road rage. You know what I mean? But anyway, suffice to say, the guy must have cut him off or done something that really got deep inside his goat.
Yeah.
And I was turning off into the motorway, and he followed me onto the motorway and was like driving up right beside me on the motorway, pretending to, perform sort of. How do I do this on the radio, fellas? He was pretending to perform oral sex. He was tooting his horn. He was giving me the finger.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the? And he didn't let me go. He just kept doing it.
So were you driving a blue Toyota Starlet?
Yeah, I was.
That was me.
Oh, you are joking
It was me. Yeah.
Oh my God! Because because my wife was in the car as
It's
well.
about 15 years ago
And
or
I
so.
said to my wife, it was about 15 years ago, and I said to my wife, is he simulating oral sex
That's the
stuff?
sign I would do to people
Oh,
when
my
they're
God.
terrible bloody drivers. I thought that was you,
Oh,
yeah.
It was so funny because I said to my wife, look at the bloody honker on that bastard.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Alison Chains here on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time, 4:33.
That there, Wood by Alison Chains. What do you think that featured in the old
I'd
goat?
say 500s.
137.
237.
Oh.
That was where it was last year on the GOAT Countdown. That is returning very soon thanks to our mates at the meatbox.co.nz. Voting is now open. It does close very soon. So if you would like to nominate 3 songs for the GOAT Countdown, text GOAT to 3483 right now and we'll hit you back with the voting form. And this year as well, we've got a heck of a prize, an instant record collection of 100 albums on vinyl.
Bloody good, that. Bloody good.
Which is bloody amazing.
Now, we've been talking about road rage incidents, and we've got Jase on the line. G'day, Jase, you mad bastard. How's life? Jason? Jason!
Have you ever had a road rager incident, Jace? Just out of interest?
I used to get a stiffy on the school bus.
That counts.
Yeah.
That counts, man.
I wouldn't say it was an incident.
Hey, Jason's there now. Thanks for killing
g'day,
time,
Jase, you
fellas.
mad bastard. How's life?
Yeah, great. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. What do you do for a crust, Jase?
Some call me the gay trade, but, I call it the superior trade.
What do you actually do? What's the name of your job?
Electrician.
Backbone. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Talk us through your incident there, Jason.
So I was just making my way home after work, and this guy behind me in an old Honda CRV started flashing his lights and poking his arm out the window.
Right.
And trying to make me go faster. I was already doing 10 over the limit. Anyway, I couldn't pull over and let him pass. So he passed me on around the island in the middle of the road, fully on the wrong side of the road. And as he drives past, I put my hand out the window and pull the finger at him.
Nice.
Good on you.
Idiot. Yeah, then that was not the right thing to do because about 500 metres up the road, we get to a red light. There's about 10 people there. I'm turning left, and there's one person in front of me, and he's turning right, and there's 2 people in front of him. Anyway, he starts yelling at me, and I'm looking over, and then I see him get out of his car, grab what looked like a crowbar from his car, and he started yelling and he was walking over to me. And so this car in front of me saw this guy yelling and making a fuss, and he moved forward just enough for me to be able to drive around the footpath, around the light, so I could cross the light and get out of there.
So you could escape. Wow.
Far out.
Far out. And that guy has a crowbar in his car, which, unless you're a tradie,
Well,
But then drama.
Yeah.
I've got a crowbar as well. I keep it under the driver's seat, and I call it my persuader.
Oh, yeah, right.
Mr.
Okay.
Persuader.
Hey, thanks for the yarn, Jace, mate. You got yourself $50 night and day voucher there.
I tell you what does enrage me and gets deep inside my goat sometimes is that kind of scenario where you get people right up your ass.
I couldn't care less.
And they just come right up there and you're doing the limit, over the limit, and you're like, just back off, pal.
I can honestly, that's the thing that bothers me the least because they're in front of, they're behind me,
Right.
So they have no effect. It doesn't bother me at all.
Just on that, if you're on a motorway situation, as long as you're not in the rightmost lane, right? If you're there going slow, then just shift over one. But if you're in any other lane or any other scenario, who gives a shit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't.
guys are
Just
so
chill out, man.
Staunch,
Oh,
man. You guys are
backbone,
hardcore.
We are hardcore, Jace, man.
Oh, bit of violent themes.
Dadoosh.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Metallica there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 4:44.
Hey, fellas. Got a bit of a question for you, and by all means, the listeners out there, hit us up on 3483, the text machine that is, or give us a call on 0800 Hauraki, or hit us up on our talkback machine that we've got there on iHeartRadio. Just want to talk about the costs, man. The costs these days of stuff.
Cost of living.
You guys heard about Fruju's?
I've heard about them, yeah. Hang on, is this Fruju Chat?
It's Fruju Chat.
Have we got a sting for that, Keyzie?
Fruju Chat.
Nice.
On the big show.
Yeah. That's yummy.
Put your tongue away, Keyzie. That was weird.
It's just
It's a good sting, that. It's sort of part of summer, isn't it? You know, steaming hot days. You get yourself a little ice block there. As a kid, particularly, lie down outside, and it's heaven. It's a little sanctuary, a little bit of peace and quiet.
Sure.
It's a special time. I went down to the shop the other day to shout my family a Fruju. I just snuck out the front door there just because of my backbone.
because you're doing well.
I'm a good
You know?
bastard. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
sure.
And also, I like to go down there and just eat a pie down there, and I don't tell anyone about
Yeah,
it
nice.
because I'm a backbone. Anyway, I got me 4 Frujus there, and we'll get to what flavour is best soon. It's orange. And I took it up to the counter there, and I said to the fella, I says, how much? And he says, $18 for 4 Frujus. That's $4.50 each.
Wow.
Yes.
Is that expensive for a Fruju? To buy 4 ice blocks,
See-
blocks of ice with some flavouring in it.
Yes.
See,
Is that pricey?
I would say back in the day, my gauge of what an expensive ice block was a Magnum was
Yes.
like $3 something.
Agreed.
That
Yeah,
was
the
like-
Magnum was
Yeah,
the creme de la creme.
or a Memphis Meltdown.
Yeah, but they were a slightly more garbagey.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
But that was what was expensive.
your
And then-
Fruju, your popsicles,
No. Popsicle, paddle pop were on the lower end,
Yeah.
and like a choc bar.
paddle pops,
Yeah.
swirls.
Rocky Road.
But then slightly above that was the Fruju. It was like a more tasty
Yeah,
popsicle.
that's
Yeah,
right.
it was.
Absolutely.
But I'm talking in terms of icy kind of scenarios as opposed to your Magnums, your chocolatey
Yeah,
ice
yeah,
cream.
yeah, you're right,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, ice.
I
Yeah,
take it back,
yeah.
Jase.
You know those ones with the little sort of pink and green swirls in them?
Yeah, I
Cyclone?
do know those ones.
Cyclone. Yeah, what's
Yeah.
it called? Cyclone.
Cyclone.
Yeah.
Those are yummy.
God, I used to
Yeah.
suck those
You love
hard.
those, eh? Those
I
would
would
suck them hard, yeah.
Those and Calippos you were saying were your favourite.
I hate Calippos.
Are they Clippo or Clipso?
Calippo.
Calippo.
Are they really? I've been
My
saying it
girls
wrong
were
all
big
these
fans
years.
of Calippos.
Fellas, we're getting off piece
Yeah,
here.
sorry.
They're
for-
pricey. Now, you think about a little kid. Little kid wants to buy an ice block. $4.50 is an absolute... Well, it feels to me is an absurdity.
Just on that, Mogey, this about 2 Christmases ago, we had a big family gathering for Christmas Day, and I did the same thing. There was about 12 of us there, and I was with my daughter, and I said, I'm going to be a backbone and buy everyone a Fruju, a treat. So I got 12 of the
A
bastards.
nice treat.
A nice treat. $800.
That's outrageous.
Where was that from?
That was in your hometown, Mount Maunganui, Tauranga.
Yeah,
right.
that sounds about right.
Yeah, we have like a 1,000% markup on Frujus down there because it's hot.
But no, yes, I mean, if I was in that scenario, I'd go, what the hell?
Yeah.
Genuinely, I would.
I wonder if it's cheaper at dairies because I was at a servo for that one.
Yeah,
They
servos
are.
seem to bump them up a bit.
Servos are bastards.
They're more expensive, but also like that's ridiculous. So that was too expensive, right? Next point of business is what was the best flavour?
Well, for me, it's orange. Always has been. For my wife, it's grapefruit.
See, I didn't even
Hoyte,
know
Jay?
there was grapefruit.
Yeah, I do. I remember there was grapefruit, and for me, it's grapefruit too.
Oh, look at that.
Yes.
Pineapple, the OG.
Oh, you like pineapple as well, do
yeah.
you? Oh, well, you guys are wrong. That's all good. Hey, hit us up on the text machine. We really want to find out what the best flavour is.
This is vanilla radio we're doing
this
here.
is
Very
absolutely vanilla radio.
What's your favourite Fruju flavour, New Zealand? 3483.
Here's Crowded House.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Led Zeppelin there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. You're listening to Vanilla Radio.
That shit, vanilla radio. Turn that shit off
With Hoyte J.
I forgot.
And we're discussing the best Fruju flavour.
This is
Hoyte J.
This
Yes.
is an accident, by the way. We accidentally stumbled.
By accident.
No, this was an accident.
Oh, I thought you said in accident.
No. We stumbled onto vanilla radio, which for us is when you're just doing the most boring radio ever.
Yeah.
Which Fruju flavour is the best, and it has lit up the text
It
machine.
has. Well,
Sure
what
it
we
has.
started out was how much of a rip-off are Frujus these days at $4.50 a pop from your local servo. But when we stumbled into the flavours of the Fruju and which one's the best, she's absolutely gone off, Keyzie.
That's right. Real men always have pineapple Frujus.
Yeah.
That's from a backbone out there.
Totally.
You're not a real man unless you have a pineapple one. A lot of people actually suggesting you do stuff like take the Fruju, put it in a glass of vodka or something.
Yeah.
And then suck on that during summer. You know, things like that can be interesting, turning your ice block into a responsible...
Well, it's icy, fruity goodness, isn't it?
Sure is, Jase. They used to have one that was sour, lemon lime. Do they still have that?
They did. Back in the day, I feel like they might have had a bit of a rejig of all the flavours. They've got mango these days as well.
Mango,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Grapefruit, you get your sour kick.
Yeah, right. This one here, orange is for sickos.
Yeah,
but then
true.
this one
Cheers,
beneath
brother.
it, orange is the only option. Don't bother with anything else.
Yes, I agree with that.
What I liked about the orange Fruju is that it was a dense and pungent orange.
It was a very, very strong flavour.
Correct.
I like to taste my ice blocks, and
Yes.
that was the strongest flavour.
It
I
wasn't
found.
half-hearted, was it?
Not at all.
No, it was all in, fellas. Mango Fruju all day, pineapple here. Someone here suggesting tropical snow.
Now,
Never heard of it.
Now, tropical snow is not a traditional. I feel like it's a different thing. It's what they've used is the brand Fruju, and they've created something completely new, and then they've put
That's
it.
right.
It's not a fair fight.
It was like
Yeah.
a sorbet almost. It was delicious
yeah.
as well.
Rob, what your thoughts, please?
Oh, I'm going to go with Ron here, mate. But
Oh,
close enough to
Ron,
Rob,
sorry.
mate. Yeah, no, close enough, mate. Hey, I'm going to go with the ice block equivalent of the rum and raisin ice cream, and that would be being the grapefruit, please.
Grapefruit, okay, yeah, good on you, mate. Yeah, no, good call. You stay on the line, Ron, and old Pugs will sort you out with a $50 night day voucher.
That's enough for 3 Frujus, by the way, which is good. Hey, keep the vanilla radio text coming through. After 5, I believe we're doing improv.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course. It's a Wednesday,
yeah.
Jase. Yes.
So,
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope you're getting through your hump day tickety-boo. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night...
That
You
was
guys
Pugs.
took so long to get in there.
That was
involved
Pugs.
in there.
Hang on.
Well, it took me a while to get in there because it was waving. It was waving all over the place there,
Yeah.
Pugs. I didn't feel safe, brother.
Yeah, Pugs.
3483.
Pugs.
Huh?
Get out.
Thanks.
No, good stuff, Pugs. So I mixed things up there. I wanted Pugs to come in second.
Yeah, right.
And I wanted to finish it off.
You had a
but
shocker too.
yeah, I had a shock. It's hard to finish it off. It's easy getting started.
Absolutely it is. That's why I like to get started. I'm terrible at finishing it off.
But also, you started strong and then ran out of gas.
Yeah, well, that's right, because there was a massive delay before the next person came in.
Oh, I feel like this is really bad for our relationships, you know? I feel like we're really
This is
tearing
good
each other
chat,
apart.
I'll tell you what.
No, it's very good, chap.
Oh, hey, just speaking of good chat real quick, Jase.
Yes.
Milkshakes. Thick shakes, super thick shakes. Available at night and day, don't forget.
Hey, now listen, it is a Wednesday afternoon. Coming up very soon is the Big Show Improv. If you've got any scenarios that you would like us to act out on the improv, text us 3483.
That's right. So how it works is it's usually me because I'm the one learning.
You're trying to learn, yeah.
Sure.
And then one of these two, and then the other one's the narrator, as
Yeah.
you were. So, 3483, send your ideas through. We've got plenty of $50 night and day vouchers to give away to all those who get involved. Well, you go in the draw for one anyway.
You go in the draw.
Yeah, man. Here's Lincoln Park.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Yeah, boy. Guns N' Roses there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time 17 minutes past 5 o'clock.
Fellas, yesterday I proposed a new segment where basically we act as a bit of a help desk situation. You can type out a situation you might be having or, you know, a scenario where you need advice, whatever it might be, then email it into us.
Yeah.
Like
It's sort of a rehash, isn't it?
a rehab. What do you mean?
Of old ideas
Oh,
that we've
yeah,
had.
it's
in relationship
And when you've
advice,
been
all
around
that.
for a while, you sort of run out of ideas, don't you, Keys?
Well,
And you
that's
think, yeah.
Absolutely.
Nevertheless.
Not in a bad way. It's a good thing.
It is to run out of ideas.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I think
right.
our old stuff is our best stuff.
Right.
Don't you look back on those days and think, God, there was some real good stuff there.
Yeah, I love with pride, Mogey.
Oh, yeah.
With pride, I do.
Yeah.
I get tears in my eyes sometimes about it.
Pet chat, Keyzie.
Pet chat, relationship advice, all that sort of stuff. But, you know, opening it out so it's not just pets and it's not just
Yeah,
relationships. It's
absolutely.
anything you might be going through.
Yep.
Yeah, sure, man.
If you just need advice, what was it? It was like a magazine thing, wasn't it, back in the day?
Agony aunt.
Agony
Yeah.
aunt. So you write it and then someone from the magazine answers, right? And then everyone can read it and it's
Yeah,
helpful.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Or
suggested...
Penthouse Forum.
I suggested we set
Actually,
up.
if people want to send in dirty letters, I'll be into that.
That's what I'm setting up. So
Oh,
you can,
right,
of course,
yeah.
you can send them through. You
Yes.
know, if you want to send up a dirty letter that you need help with, or
A
whatever. it
dirty
might be.
letter, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, oh no, that'll be another thing. Carry on, Keyzie. I apologise.
Thanks, Jase. I suggested we name the email account helpmebigshow@gmail.com.
That's good.
Yeah.
It was good. I floated it with you guys. You guys were like, oh, maybe not.
Well, it feels like that would already be taken.
Well, it is now.
Oh.
Because overnight someone created an account for helpmebigshow@gmail.com, then emailed my personal email saying, suck it, Keyzie.
Oh.
So the issue we've got here is whatever ideas we spitball, it is quite easy to just someone else to make
Someone
an
else
account
is
really
going to do
quick.
it.
Yeah.
Well, does that mean we need to take this behind closed doors?
Yeah, but also I wouldn't mind getting some ideas from the audience.
What about dirty letters?
3483. Text through your ideas for our email address. So dirty letters.
Dirty letters at Gmail.
Dirty letters at gmail.com.
Yeah,
Filth. Filth.
we did, of course, have the idea yesterday of the burntmeatpattynips.com
Yes.
What?
At gmail.com.
at gmail.com.
Meatpattynips at gmail.com. That's okay because it's very straightforward. I'd like not burnt meat patties because is it Pattys
Yeah,
or IE?
people get confused, won't they?
So meatpattynips.
Is that all one word?
One word, all emails are, Jase. That's why half your emails have been going through. You've been putting spaces in, man.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, at gmail.com. A suggestion that came through earlier, 2-stroke Hoyte at gmail.com.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. The other question I want to ask in regard to this is who's receiving the emails?
Pugs will be
Oh,
receiving.
okay, Pugs. Okay, good. Well, what about burnt meat patties?
No, just meat patty nips.
Meat patty nips at 69.
Oh, meatpattynips69.
69, yeah.
That's a good idea.
Gmail.com or something.
Yes.
Okay, so that could be one option. Once again, I feel like, we want to still be doing this segment in a few years' time, and meat patty nips might not be relevant then.
69.
No,
69 will always be relevant.
no,
Keyzie.
that part will always, of course, be relevant, fellas. We're very close to the big show, but meat patty nips, we might have moved on from then. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I don't know that we ever will.
I hope we do. My wife with like 6 eyes.
Yeah, that's
at
the trouble.
gmail.com.
That's the
Yeah.
trouble is the amount of eyes.
How
that
many eyes
confuse
am I
things.
dealing with here?
Old Mogey
Oh, yeah.
at gmail.com.
Yeah.
That's your
Well,
current
it's a
email.
bit it excludes the rest of the group, though. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like meat patty nips 69 excludes
No,
the
but it
rest of the
speaks to
group.
everything that's so great about the show.
totally,
Yeah.
man.
But I feel like it's just me and my nips.
Yeah,
You know
but
what it
your
is?
name up in lights, Keyzie, as it should be.
You know what it is, Keyzie? Relatable.
What? Meat patty nips 69.
Yes.
Pugs, meat patty nips 69 at gmail.com, man. Can you just double check that domain's available?
I bet there's about 1,000 people out there at the moment trying to get that.
Meat patty nips 69 at gmail. Go, Pugs, go!
Great stuff, man.
Humongous honkers at gmail.com.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad.
That's pretty good.
Throbbers
Oh,
at gmail.com.
Here's you too.
Sweet as.
Eat my pie.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Sublime there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. The time is 5:27. It's Wednesday. It's time for improv.
Quiet on set.
Sound speed.
Lights.
Camera.
action.
Now it's time for the Big Show Improv.
Yeah, how exciting, man.
Yeah, man.
Feels like we haven't done one of these for ages.
It feels
well,
that-
certainly not a good one.
Well, at least a week.
Yeah, well, it's weekly. It's every Wednesday.
Yeah.
So if you don't know what it is, basically, Mike and Jase, who are very experienced actors, they're training me to become one. And improv's key to all that, isn't it? Being able to think on the fly.
Yeah, well, it can't hurt you, Keyzie, that's for sure. You need to be able to offer things up to the director. There might be times when you get on the set, Jason, you'll know this, man, when the script's not working for some reason or another and you just want to get in it and just see what comes out. Just get into character and see how you go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Offering options up, then they get into the editing room, there's a few different things to work off, Jase.
Sure.
A lot of suggestions coming through on 3483
Oh,
of
yeah.
what scenes we should do.
Oh, yes.
80% of them you can't read out on the radio.
Filth.
Can you read all of them out on the radio?
Filth. Improv scenario, Keyzie gets his nipple pierced.
Yeah, I think that's
Oh,
good.
that's actually quite a good one.
Well, I don't know if it is. Keysie's watching an old
They'd need
person.
a hell of a bolt, wouldn't they?
Well, he was like a chattering. Improv scenario: Keyzie watches an old person fall over and then breaks bones in front of him, and then his wife is crying beside him, and he doesn't know what to do.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
That sounds fun. So what did we end up landing on
Well,
there?
what we've actually come up with is a bloody good one here on 3483, and this is that Keyzie, you are the grandson of Hoyte J, and you're convincing him after a series of shocking incidents at his home and out in the community,
Right.
that he needs to go into a retirement home.
Okay.
He's been having problems with his body, his memory, foul language, and all sorts of things. So it's time for him to get some care in a facility.
All right. Well, I'm ready to go whenever you are. You ready to go, Jase?
Yeah, man.
Okay, can you just set the scene for us there?
All right. We're at a cafe. All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, good. And action.
G'day, Grandad. How are you? How you feeling?
Pardon?
G'day, Grandad. How are you feeling? Are you good?
Who are you?
I'm your grandson, Chris. It's me, Chris. Grandad. It's Chris. Chris. You know, the one with the big meat patty nips.
Ah, Chris, how you going there, you right? I haven't seen you in donkeys, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Have a cup of tea, that's love.
Yeah, that's not actually a wait. Sorry, can we... Sorry, yeah, he just asked that random lady for a cup of tea. Can we just get a cup of tea for him? Do you still like Earl Grey?
Pardon?
Do you still like Earl Grey?
Who?
Do you still like Earl Grey tea?
Who likes Earl Grey?
He'll just have an English breakfast. Yeah, thank you. Hey, listen, Grandad, the reason I've got you here is I think it's about time that you thought about moving to a retirement home.
8:45.
What?
The time, 8:45.
I didn't ask you for the time. It's also 3 p.m. in the afternoon.
Is it?
I think you should go to a retirement home.
You want to go home?
No, I think you should think about going to a retirement home.
Pardon?
Thank you, yeah, English, yeah, just chuck it down there in front of him. Cheers, yeah.
I'll have what's the spicy mince there? Is it spicy? Where do you say spicy? How spicy?
It's quite spicy. I don't know what your taste buds are like.
Is it like Indian hot or European hot?
Oh, you can't say that. That's racist.
Can I?
No, that's racist. You can just say, is it hot?
Yeah, sorry about that.
You are?
Thanks.
Thanks, ma'am. Thanks for that. I'll handle it from here. Grandad, first of all, you could hear her, no worries. But when I'm asking you to go into a retirement home, all of a sudden you can't hear anymore.
All of a sudden, his colostomy bag overflows and Keyzie shits himself.
Oh, what?
Yeah. No.
What have you done? Oh, my God. Granddad.
No, Keyzie.
No, Granddad's done it. No, I'm pretty sure it was Granddad that has done it. That is disgusting.
Is that the spicy mince, is it?
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Audio slave there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon.
Hey, fellas, speaking earlier about a new segment where we set up an email account, an inbox, where if you have any questions, you need help with anything, you just email us. It can be anonymous if you want it to, and then we can help you out. So
Great stuff, mate.
The original idea I had for an email account was helpmebigshow@gmail.com.
Yeah, that's good.
And yeah, I know.
Should we go with that?
Mogey, overnight someone made an account and then emailed my private email. Somehow they got that and just said, suck it, Keyzie.
Yeah.
What is
Did
your
you?
private email?
Did you?
It's Mr. Key@gmail.com.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Just if anyone wants it. So heaps of suggestions coming through on 3483. 2-Hoyte@gmail, old Mogey @gmail.com, humongous honkers@gmail.com.
That had potential, that one.
I
But
think, what about honker@gmail.com?
69.
Yeah. 69, 69, 69.
No, this is where it's going to get really confusing. I feel like it needs to be really easy to say and really, what is it called? Succinct.
Succinct.
So this one here's out. What about Yellow Wee's Thick Crust Monkey Porn Fun Account? Doesn't like thick crust, doesn't like monkey porn. Captain Admin Voucher Boy @gmail.com.
How did we
Absolutely.
forget that?
No,
Yes.
that's not going to be
Yes.
the email.
69.
Unfortunately, it's been taken.
Oh, is
So,
it?
yeah, we won't be able to do that one there.
Oh,
Sorry,
bugger.
fellas. Big Show Steamers at gmail.com, honkers and throbbers. A lot of suggestions coming through, but what we've decided to do is just jump in there, and we got Pugs to actually set this email up so it is officially live.
Oh,
meatpattynips69 at gmail.com.
yeah.
So if you ever have any questions you need help with, you ever need any advice, get in touch. meatpattynips69, meatpattynips69 at gmail.com. And we'll attempt to answer and help people out.
Can you spell that for us?
Yeah, can you? And that's all one word, eh? Numbers.
Jase, every email is all one word. Meatpattynips,
Yeah.
meatpattynips,
Yeah.
69, the numbers, at the symbol, gmail.com.
Yeah. I think a lot of people would get, so they'd bugger it up and say Paddy Nips. Paddy, DD, which is not. It's Patty.
Sure.
Patty, yeah.
So say it one more time.
meatpattynips69 at gmail.com.
Okay.
You happy with that, Jase?
I like that.
I don't know that I'm happy with the Y in the Paddy scenario, but that keeps
Why
it
is
easy.
it supposed to be an IE?
I would say IE.
See, this is why it's confusing.
Well, we've locked it in.
There's a
so
Y.
that's
It's
what
been
it is.
locked in.
Yeah,
And I think if we'll push it across socials and all that sort of carry on, people will get used to it, won't they?
Of course they will.
Fiels.
Of course they will.
So if you ever need any help, feel free to get in touch, meatpattynips69 at gmail.com. And if we get a good question through, then we'll talk about it on the show and on the potty.
Should we also be getting a sting made? An advice segment sting. Can you work on that, please, Pug son, brother?
Good on you, man.
If you get that done now.
I tell you what, Pugs is absolutely stoked. This has been sent up, and he gets to sort of go through them.
Yeah.
You know,
He's
'cause,
stoked it's been sent up.
it's going to be full of gems, I'm sure.
Yeah, 90% of it won't actually be broadcastable, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
And also, feel free to send any dirty letters, anything like that.
I want to start some erotic literature sort of scenarios on this show that they can send in to us.
meatpattynips69 at gmail.com.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Geez, I hope you're getting through your hump day all right, New Zealand. You are, in fact, listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Night.
That was amazing. It was so good until the
Go
last
again,
one.
go again.
Nah.
No.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
We'll have to wait till
Get out,
tomorrow,
Pugs.
4 o'clock.
Yeah.
We mixed it up there, so Mogey went first, then me, then Pugs, and then Hoyte J brought it home.
Yeah, I brought it home all right. Hey, speaking of bringing it home, there's lots of stuff at old Night and Day that you'd like to bring home, fellas.
Sure
Is
is.
there any specials going on at the moment, Keyzie?
Just been emailed through, and they've said, hey, you guys mentioning the milkshakes and stuff? And I was
Yeah,
like,
it's a
no,
good
we
question.
definitely
When you
are.
say emailed through, was that on Burnt Meat Patty?
No, see,
No.
this is the issue we're going to have, Chase.
It's meatpattynips69 at
Yes.
gmail.com.
On that email?
Because that's for advice only. That's for listeners.
yeah.
They've got my private email.
Oh, cool.
And they've just said, hey, just keep banging away at the old milkshakes there. And what?
Just keep banging away at the old milkshakes.
Yeah.
And that was it. And they're like, hey, we'll have a new special for you tomorrow.
Oh, bloody
And they're going
good.
to send that one to Mogey.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Hey, the podcast outro is bonus material we do with the Big Show. It's basically the warm-up to the radio show. What's the outro clip today, Keyzie?
This one's called Hamlet, Hoyte J.
There's a scene by this graveside, and I just started
How old were
improvising.
you?
20-something?
Wow.
24, and I started improvising.
Jason's improvising would be like,
I shit you not. And I said this line out there.
Keyzie,
Got a
Indian ovation.
no, I got a huge laugh.
Right.
And it's probably because they went, what the was that? Because I just said this line.
bit of Shakespeare chat there, fellas.
Yeah.
Yes, back in the day when I did a bit of Shakespeare, and I think looking back on that moment in front of a huge audience,
Well-
I think I just forgot my line and I literally improvised Shakespeare and got a laugh. I don't even know what I said.
Yeah.
But it was very Shakespearean, clearly.
A lot of Shakespeare and theatre chat on today's outro. It comes out tonight, 7:30 p.m, along with a highlights package of today's show. Up next, fellas, the Brecky Boys have responded to our golf. We are officially playing them to tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
So we'll have a listen to what they've got to say.
Good
Great.
stuff.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Red Hot Chili Peppers there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. What's wrong, Keyzie?
Nothing. My microphone wasn't on, so I yelled hard.
What are you doing, man?
Oh,
Yeah,
come
but-
on, man.
yeah.
Get it together there, Keyzie. Now, tomorrow we play breakfast and the big showdown, the golf showdown. They've challenged us to a game. We're going down to the golf course and playing 9 holes, Mogey.
Just 9 holes, and then Ambrose as well. If you know golf, it's a bit easier. It's a bit more laid back. It's 2v2, so me and Hoyte J versus those two. And I think it's going to be the start of us challenging them to various sporting events and things to establish dominance. Because we are the superior show, obviously.
Sure.
We threw down just the official rules, locked stuff in with them this morning, and this is how they responded on this morning's radio show.
I presume he's shown him a video because he filmed it. To Jase, I would say this. The man in the video is wearing high vis. Jase may not be familiar with this. That's something that people wear to work, people that are the backbone of our economy.
Did you pay for the advice? Did you pay for the golf lesson?
No. I just think it's just shows where Jason Hoyte's brain is at. First of all, we went and played the other day, and he was so upset that I scored better than him. Why he thought he was going to beat me, I don't know. I didn't even realise I was playing against him. I, to be honest, forgot he was there until he kept taking his shoes off. Then he challenges us to play again, and he's so in his head about it that he sees a video of me at the driving range and freaks out that I might be getting lessons.
I mean, we did say no dairies. We did say no egg sandwiches. Like, I mean, if there have to be dairies,
I'm okay with it.
I don't care. If there have to be egg sandwiches, I don't care.
That's like you can't get through 2 hours of golf without eating a sandwich.
Exactly. I'm just slightly concerned that by doing 9 holes rather than 18 at Royal Chamberlain, we're just kind of, I don't know, elevating the potentials for chaos.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I thrive off that chaos. And you watch them capitulate. I mean, Keyzie can't get through 9 holes without an egg sandwich. You think he likes chaos?
I wonder if Jason can get through 9 holes without taking his shoes off.
So they're taking the piss, and obviously Minogue is trying to deny the fact that he had a golf lesson yesterday in anticipation of this game. So it's officially happening tomorrow. I think we should record them a message and get in their heads about it.
Sure. Well, I'm sort of an arbitrator. I sit in the middle.
Right.
I've got a responsibility here. I'll be counting Minogue's shots.
That's right.
Off the back of you guys saying he's a massive cheat. But I'll be honest with you. It feels like they are there for the taking. And I say that, Jeremy's coming off a 3-day bender over the weekend. He had a huge night on the Friday and just kept on going all the way through. So he's been behind the 8 ball all week. And then you're inside Minogue's head already that he's getting golf lessons. So if there's ever an opportunity to take them, I would say this is it.
I've just realised something, Mogey, that we don't need you to take his score.
Oh, because it's Ambrose.
Because it's Ambrose.
I'll stay home.
No, we need Mogey there, definitely.
Yeah, no, we need him there.
But the reason why I need to count is because they can still they can still miss the ball, all of those sorts of things.
Yeah,
so
good
there'll be a little bit of skullduggery going on.
And
potentially.
And you'll be guaranteed he'll go in the bushes quite a lot.
Yes, well,
so you'll need to...
You'll
keep
an eye on that.
Keep an eye on that.
So just quickly, let's record them a transmission. I think the aim of this one is to get in their heads because, 2 hours after this plays, we're going to be versing them at golf. So let's get in their head, all right? Let's do it.
Big Nips Keyzie. Backbone. My wife. Pugs. Massive honker. Midnight steamer. Backbone.
Incoming transmission from the big show. G'day, fellas. Obviously today's the day.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Hope you woke up feeling tickety-boo and good to go because we are locked and loaded.
Yeah, we're locked and loaded.
We are looking forward to it, boys.
Oh, God, it's going to be so good. And the good thing is, too, because you are better than us, Jerry, your handicap's a lot better than ours.
Yes.
There's no pressure on me and Hoyte J. We're beginners.
Totally, man.
Yeah.
That's
totally.
right. Better across the board, I would say. And look, I'm just there to sort of to be an arbitrator, I guess, a referee of sorts. Jeremy, you are a hell of a golfer. You've had a hell of a year already.
He's so good.
I just hope you've recovered from that 3-day bender over the weekend where you, from the sounds of things, you've completely embarrassed yourself.
Sure.
I hope you've come through and you'll be able to perform again out in public after that.
He will, though, because he's so professional. And also, the other thing, he's just so good at golf and he's played it for so many years. He's going to deliver.
Yeah. And let's not forget, he'll have the best gear, too.
Oh, he'll have all the best gear.
It won't be a Hoyte J hodgepodge of, op shop.
He won't be taking
clubs.
his shoes off, I tell you that.
Well, no.
He's got sore feet.
Actually,
exactly.
just quietly, fellas, I actually injured my wrist yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't want to say how, but so to be honest, my golf swing's all over the shop. We're going to lose, unfortunately.
Well,
Jase.
funnily enough, I blew a quad as well.
Yeah,
so. But listen, between us all.
Yeah.
We'll give it our best
It's just
shot.
about having fun.
Yeah, totally it is.
So good luck to you guys, and really looking forward to it. Love you.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Live there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday afternoon. Let's talk TV.
What's on the telly with Mike Minogue.
Guys.
Oh, sorry.
We went through a movie last night called
Oh,
Heart
yeah.
Eyes.
Yes.
With me old mate Pugs. He was pretty late, actually, to be fair to him. It's pretty late, turned up when the movie had already started.
Oh, he would have been gutted about that.
It was filmed in New Zealand, this one. It's a classic sort of a slasher movie, you know. You know how you'd have a Halloween or a Friday the 13th or anything like that.
Were there lots of teenagers involved?
Not teenagers, your mid-20s sort of thing.
Yeah,
Who
okay.
somehow are at the top of the advertising world. Which didn't seem particularly likely, if I'm honest with you, Keyzie. It was a lot funnier than I thought it was going to be. It was pretty funny.
Was it meaning to be funny?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely it was. And so that part of it was good and surprising. The bad guy in it, the bad guy is called Heart Eyes.
You're joking.
Heart Eyes. And he wears a leather mask, and it's got heart eyes, okay, which glow red in the dark.
Okay.
And it's probably the single worst villain I've ever seen in a movie. Absolute, just flat out garbage. They must have spent about 4 minutes working on it.
Yes.
But it's weird because it is still entertaining, it is still funny. And then some of the kills are pretty good, pretty funny as well. And so I think for people that are into that sort of stuff, I think they'll bloody love it. I could have left, I was saying to Pugs, I could have left at any moment because the story was so non-existent. I could have left. Even though it was quite entertaining, it was just like, I'd rather be asleep.
Sure.
But I reckon, actually, and the other thing that was great about it, 93 minutes.
So it wasn't, didn't go
so
on
I give
on.
it 3 buzzies
Because of that.
And I would say it's worth a watch. It's an easy watch, it's a funny watch. Could have been better, but hey, we can't all make talk back on our first attempt, can we?
That's true, mate. I watched a movie last night, which I'm halfway through now. We only got to halfway because it was like 20 past 10, Mogey. And we're only halfway through. Mississippi Burning.
Oh, well, that's a heart warmer.
Such a good movie, though. Gene
That's
Hackman.
old school, man.
William Dafoe. Is it Francis McCann? No,
McDormand. There
who
we
is
go.
always awesome. Brilliant. It's a brilliant movie.
Yeah.
It's horrific to do with the sort of America in the 60s.
The KKK, isn't it?
Yeah, going down to south, the south side of America.
Have you seen Roots?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Kunta Kinte, isn't it?
Oh, it is, yeah.
Yeah. But one of those really well-acted, good storyline. 2 activists go down there and go missing.
That's right.
In the community.
Yeah.
They go down there as FBI agents to investigate.
Yes.
And it's pretty damn full on. So I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of it. That was on Prime Video. We just found it.
79% Rotten Tomatoes, 7.8 IMDb.
Wow.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Watch Prime.
It's good. It's top quality.
Tuesday night, fellas, fired up an episode of Grand Designs UK. Right, we got halfway through it. This couple are renovating an old Coast Guard tower. We got halfway through it. Turns out they didn't have planning permission to tear it down and build a new one. They only had planning permission to renovate the existing one. Bit of a kerfuffle. And then we had to stop because my wife had to go to bed. And then last night I got it ready to watch the second half so I could get a bit of closure. But then she was like, I'm actually still a bit tired. I might go to bed early. And so, I'll let you guys know how that gets on.
The Hauraki Big Show. Weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Radiohead there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Wednesday evening. Where did that rank in the old goat charts there, Keyzie?
That's a tune, man.
Yeah, it is a tune. I'm saying top 100 there, actually, Mogey.
700 and something.
566 last year. So bottom half. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Radiohead.
I was close to that time.
You were, yes.
Thanks, mate.
Well
Yeah.
done, Mogey.
Cheers, brother.
The GOAT is returning. We are, of course, searching for the greatest song of all time. Thanks to our mates at themeatbox.co.nz. It's currently the voting stages, so if you would like to vote...
I had my Keyzie meat
just
patty
jump in there,
nipples
man.
last
Just
night.
jump in there
By
and
the way,
chat about
Keyzie, about Meatbox.
What?
Oh.
I had my Keyzie meat patty nipples for dinner.
So, yeah, they sent us each a meat box,
They
really.
did, yes.
Including a 4-pack of meat patties.
No, I only got 1.5.
Yeah, that was...
So I'm waiting for the other 2.5.
Are you
Thanks very
sure?
much.
Really?
I was kind of thinking of... I wasn't kind of. I was thinking about that last night driving home going, that's pretty random.
It was odd.
To have 1.5.
Yeah. 1.5
Patties.
Mogies. That's what it'll be.
1.5 Mogies.
You know what I found too was that they were like an exact replica of your nips.
Yeah.
And so my wife actually ended up buying bigger burger buns because the patties were so huge.
Yeah.
Oh, did you
Yes.
just have regular sized burger buns?
Yeah, and then my wife went, they're Keezie's meat patty nips. I better buy
get the
bigger
massive buns.
Yeah, the big buns.
Yeah.
You gotta get the really big buns. The GOAT. If you would like to nominate 3 of your songs to go in for the greatest of all time, text the word GOAT to 3483. We'll hit you back with the voting form. It doesn't take long at all, and you get to choose 3 songs. Once again, thanks to themeatbox.co.nz, delivering delicious, mouth-watering meat to your door nationwide. And... little bonus here, fellas.
Yeah.
This year, we've got a huge prize for the real music connoisseurs, an instant record collection of 100 albums on vinyl,
What?
which we have picked ourselves for just one person to win. 100 vinyl.
Was it last year we did that as well? Yeah.
No, that was $10,000 cash.
Oh, right. No,
$100,000.
the year before, maybe. People love that
We
stuff,
have done it
Mogey.
before for something, yes.
That was-
100 vinyls.
That was an instant record collection we were saying. I think that was like 20 vinyl.
No, it was
No, it's
100.
No, the last time.
It was 100.
Was it 100?
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure it
Look,
was
I don't want to
80.
argue. I
No,
don't come
I mean,
out
it's-
for a fight with you,
Yeah,
Keyzie,
no,
all right?
look, and the important
You're
thing
muddying the waters.
there's 100 available now.
No.
That's the
20.
main point. Oh, is there only 20?
20 this... No,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
no, that's my bad. I was muddying the waters. There's 100 vinyl this year as a prize.
I'm going
Right.
to get involved in that because I've just bought, a whole new sound system, and I don't. My vinyl collection's pretty low, so
What brand?
I will be
Jase, what
a
brand?
big part of that. Pardon?
Yeah.
What brands did you buy?
The best one, Keyzie.
You're not allowed. You work here. Text GOAT to 3483. Thanks, Meatbox.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Gee, some days, fellas, you blink your eye and the show's over.
Yeah.
You
Just
know
one
what I mean?
eye?
Just blink and boom. What? It's the end of the show already? Are you kidding me? I was just getting into it. What are your plans tonight, Mogey?
Well, I'm going to go and see the White Lotus premiere, of
Oh,
course.
yes,
so
of
I'm
course,
bloody
yes.
excited about that.
Season 3.
See how it's come out, how it's shaken out, and all that sort of stuff. And so see how we go. And probably have a few ice waters with the cast and crew afterwards and that. You know.
Oh, it'd be nice to get the gang back together.
Yeah,
eh?
good
It's pretty
stuff,
cool.
mate.
Because it
Good
must be
stuff.
cool. Like, you all go together and you work on something as a little family unit, and then you break up after a while.
So go away for about 8 months or so. What was it,
Yeah.
8 months, a year?
That's exactly what it's
Yeah.
like,
And
Keyzie.
then
You're
they-
right. And you become a part of a little family, a micro family for a while.
Yeah, and the good thing is you can say, oh, we'll see you at the premiere. Can't wait. We'll catch up again.
Yeah. And man, oftentimes you think to yourself, God, I'm going to know and love these people forever.
Yes.
But then you lose touch and that's it.
Yeah, you never see them again.
No.
And then you find out from someone else that they didn't actually like you at all.
And then you find out that they've actually been catching up the whole time. They just haven't
Without-
been
Oh,
inviting
wow.
you
on the chat.
Yeah.
And then you go and watch. Oh, look,
Do
let's
you
not
reckon,
get started.
do you reckon that'll ever happen to this show?
Huh?
What do you mean?
It's already happened. You guys are always having, like, you're going out for lunches with each other and stuff this and stuff that.
I haven't been out for a
And
lunch,
me and
mate.
Hoyte J don't get to come along.
Yeah, totally. It's
Well,
just
my point.
Pugs and
Me and
Keyzie.
Pugson. Yeah, well, we're a package deal, man.
Yeah, totally. What are you up to, Keyzie?
Tonight,
Yeah.
my wife is home. She doesn't have anything on tonight.
Oh, you're
so
going to finish
doesn't
off
have
that
anything
country
on.
calendar?
No, it was Grand Designs UK.
Oh, how
so
do I get that mixed
What do you
up?
mean she doesn't have anything on?
she had squash last night and something else the night
Oh,
before.
right, like task-wise.
Yeah. So we'll probably watch the second half of that Grand Designs, have dinner, go for a walk around the block to help with digestion.
Good stuff, mate.
What about you guys? We don't have much time.
I'm going to the White Lotus
Oh, yeah.
premiere. Yeah, it'll be good. Go along there and then probably catch up with the cast and crew for a few ice waters afterwards.
It's
Yeah,
nice,
yeah.
right? Because it's like you're a family when you're filming it.
Totally it is, man. It's like a little microcosm, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it is. It is. The
and-
weird thing is, though, you think that you're going to sort of, be family and mates forever, but then you don't see each other, and that's sort of it.
Yeah, totally,
That's
man.
weird because I suppose when you're filming, I'll see you at the premiere.
Yeah.
And then you find out that they actually have been getting together,
Jase,
but you just weren't
what are you doing
invited to the
tonight?
chat. No, there's no time for that, Keyzie.
Oh, okay.
Hey, now listen, make sure you check out the Instagram account. Also check out the podcast. Till tomorrow. See you later.